Today, I put the entire NBA back into their prime. LeBron James is a 99, Steph Curry's a 98. Let's see who wins the NBA championship. Ladies and gentlemen, today I have a simple video for you guys. Today, you read the title, saw the intro. Every single player is in their prime today. And let's just go over the teams. No waiting around. Joel Embiid is in his prime. Paul George is in his prime. So is Andre Drummond. And, of course, Kyle Lowry. Now, for the Bucks, it's really just Giannis, who's already in his prime, so there's no real changes here. Chicago, we got Vucevic in his prime. That's really it. Cleveland is a really young team. I guess the only person here would be Lonzo Ball, technically in his prime at an 83 overall. Celtics have nobody, honestly. Obviously, we're turning off injuries for this league, so there you go. The Clippers are, of course, as you would expect, insanely stacked with a prime. Why did it just make me move? With a prime Kawhi, a prime James Harden, a prime Chris Paul, a prime Bradley Beal. Obviously, we're gonna keep Chris Paul on this team, even though he was cut. Let's be real. If he wasn't in his prime, he would never be cut like that. So never just be sent home. We got also John Moran in his prime, which is kind of sad that I have to say that he's in his prime when he's only 26 years old. But there was a time when John Moran was arguably a top 3, maybe even top 2 point guard in the league in like 2022. And he's kind of had a fall from grace. So I guess we're counting this as a prime Ja. And that's really it for this team. For the Hawks, it's nothing really much going on here. Nothing much is going on. I guess Andrew Wiggins is in his prime. We made him into an 84, which I guess is fair. That's really it, though. Hornets don't have many. Yeah, they're a young team, so nothing there. Obviously, the Jazz are going to have a prime Kevin Love, no doubt about that. The Kings are, of course, going to have a prime DeMar, a prime Zach LaVine, and that's really it. I guess prime Schroeder as well. I don't know what his overall is right now in 2K. It might not be an 81. It might be an 81. For the Knicks, we don't have really any changes here. For the Lakers, of course, we have a prime LeBron James. I don't like that he's 40 years old, though. Let's make that so he's 28. And then, of course, Luka's already in his prime, so nothing really changing there. I guess prime DeAndre Ayton, maybe when he was on the Suns in 2021, you could have moved him out to an 86. I don't mind that. Nobody really here for the Magic. It's a young team. Obviously, the Mavericks have a lot of changes. Prime D'Angelo Russell. People forget he was an all-star. Prime Klay Thompson, prime Kyrie, and prime Anthony Davis. It would be nice to put Cooper Flagg in his technical prime, but we don't really know what his prime is going to look like, although right now he has been balling insanely. Not much going on in Brooklyn. I guess prime Valanciunas here in Denver. Not much going on in Indiana. We got, I guess, a prime Zion. That makes sense. Let's see. Anything else going on here in, I guess, prime Caris LeVert. He was solid. Not much else, though. Nothing going on in Toronto. Obviously, prime Kevin Durant in Houston. Let's go ahead and make him a young man. Is there anything else? Yeah, I guess prime Clint Capella as well. The stats and ratings are boosted just a little bit. Like, I don't think Clint Capella was ever an 87 overall, but I think he was close, like an 85, maybe 84. Obviously, prime Steven Adams should be here. Prime Van Vliet from that 2019 finals run. So San Antonio, of course, has nobody. They're a pretty young team, so nothing much going on there. Not much going on in Phoenix either. Not much going on in OKC. All these guys are already in their prime. Rudy Gobert prime in Minnesota, and then a prime Mike Conley as well. We got prime Damian Lillard, of course, and prime Drew Holiday. And then, of course, prime Steph Curry with prime Jimmy Butler from those bubble years and that year in 2023 when he went all the way to the finals. And, of course, prime Draymond Green. Don't forget about him. Also, prime Al Horford. So, yeah, there you go. That is the league. Let's get right into this. No waiting around. Let's see how everybody does. Who wins a championship when every single team is in their prime. All right, so here we go. Prime LeBron James starting us off with a 27 points, 7 rebounds, and 9 assists MVP. Cooper Flagg takes home the Rookie of the Year. Most likely going to do that now, and most likely going to average more points because he is going off right now in this season. Like, he's actually balling way better than I thought he was going to be, especially considering he's only like 18 years old. He's so young. There's Wemby winning the Defensive Player of the Year. Draymond taking home the Most Improved. I don't know who decided to give Draymond Most Improved, but he's almost averaging a triple-double. Shea, Clutch Player of the Year. And then the Dallas Mavericks finished with a 63-19 record as Jason Kidd takes home the Coach of the Year. Here is your first team All-NBA. Did I forget to mention Westbrook in his prime in Sacramento? I must have forgot about that, honestly. But he's there, just to let you guys know. Here's your All-NBA second team. Here's your third team. And yeah. So our first matchup is between the Nuggets, of course, Prime Westbrook, also Prime DeRozan and Prime LaVine, versus the Nuggets, who don't really have any additions. Here's our first play-in matchup. Triple-double king versus triple-double god. You can let me know which one you think is the king and which one is the god. It is a close game, most likely for our first hop-in. 2 minutes left here, 1 minute and 55 seconds, 3-point game. Let's go ahead and see how this one ends. Jonas Valanciunas at the line. Big free throws here for him. First one is up, and it's missed. Here's 4-point game. DeMar DeRozan with it. Drives inside on Cam Johnson. Picks up his dribble now. Pump fake back out to Schroeder. I don't know where Westbrook is. He might have fouled out. Schroeder puts in the midi. Maybe they don't need Westbrook. He's got 24 and 10 and 6 fouls, so he did foul out. Jamal Murray with it. 2-point game, 1 minute and 30 seconds here. Takes it inside on Schroeder. Double team comes. Aaron Gordon, he's a threat from outside, and he knocks it down. I don't know why it looked like we were getting the animation where he was going to brick it, but he nailed that. DeMar, 5-point game. DeMar DeRozan trying to take it in on Cam Johnson. It's not really working. Cam Johnson playing some good defense. That is one of the things he's known for, except DeMar, that is a prime DeMar, gets to the basket. All right, here's Jamal Murray now. Big old Jamal drives inside. Nice pass to Valanciunas. Gets Sabonis jumping and tries to get the layup to go. He does draw the foul, though. Big free throws for Valanciunas to make it a 5-point game as he knocks both of them down. I wanted to watch Prime Westbrook, but I just realized Jokic isn't in the game either. I don't know how I just realized that. Jokic has 5 fouls. See, he's in big foul trouble. They're most likely going to bring him in, though, after this timeout. Here's DeMar DeRozan, Cam Johnson on him. 50 seconds. DeMar, the mid-range god in his prime, as we all know. DeMar, again, Cam Johnson plays some solid defense. I wouldn't be surprised if that goes in. They try to double team. Aaron Gordon is wide open if they actually pass it to him, and he gets a slam dunk. So now they're up 7, and Denver's going to take care of business. I don't know how Sacramento almost pulled it back, but Denver is going to end up taking care of business here and at least making the playoffs. Yeah, so finishing as the 17th. Okay, so now somehow, I don't know how, but first of all, 2K does underrate the Thunder heavily, And, yeah, here they are all the way at the bottom of... Please tell me this wasn't a close game. Okay, I mean, it was a close game. That's so annoying. We missed a great game. I mean, technically, both these teams don't have... they don't have changes to them, but we missed a good game there. That's annoying. Okay, so these two teams don't have changes either, Orlando versus Indiana, but we'll go ahead and see who wins this. Okay, so Orlando is going to take care of business here, winning by a decent amount, 19-7-14 from Haliburton, 28-7-3 from Siakam. Now we got Charlotte. Again, both these teams have no changes made to them. And somehow Charlotte is winning, and most likely will end up winning this game. They're up by 18 points. Wow. That is insane. 35-10 from LaMelo Ball. Big game for him. And now we are down to 2 playing games. We got the Thunder, Prime Westbrook, going up against the team he probably still calls home to this day. Okay, so Thunder are going to end up winning this one and reach the playoffs. Even with a prime Russell Westbrook having a triple-double, they cannot get past this Thunder team. So, one more playing game, and then we're done. It's 2 teams that don't have any changes. But, like I said, if it's a close game, we will go ahead and hop in and see who wins it. But I have a feeling it's just going to be the Pacers taking home this one. I mean, yeah, they're up by 20 points. So there you go. The first round's officially set. We went through it kind of quick. It's a shame that we didn't get to watch this game right here, but whatever. Let's see it. We're going to be obviously simcasting every elimination game, so let's go ahead and see what happens here. Somehow Indiana's up 3-0 against this Cavs team. Miami's up 3-0 against the Sixers team. And the Lakers are down 3-0 against Timberwolves. So there's a lot of blowout series here. All right, so first we're going to watch this Heat team possibly upset this really solid 76ers team to the point where I'm actually very surprised that the Heat are up 3-0 pretty easily and pretty comfortably. I mean, judging by the score, the Heat are about to win this one comfortably. They take care of business. 25-5-3 from Wiggins, 22-5, 25-4. I guess Joel Embiid just didn't play as good as a prime version of himself should probably play. Paul George didn't even play bad, obviously. Honestly, he played good, 25 points. I don't really know what went wrong with this team, especially, I guess, did Kyle Lowry play? Kyle Lowry got injured, only averaged 6 points a game. It's supposed to be a prime Kyle Lowry averaging 6 points a game. I mean, Drummond did his job, 10 points and 12 rebounds. That looks like prime Drummond, but Yeah, it looks like that was kind of a Lowry issue and an Embiid issue, like kind of underperformed. All right, so clearly the MVP of the league, prime LeBron James, is having a lot of trouble with this Timberwolves team, which makes sense. This Timberwolves team is very solid, but also down 3-0, I feel like is a little crazy. Yeah, I was going to say, can we at least force a Game 5? Anthony Edwards is injured now. I'll have to see how long he'll be injured for now. Oh my God, it's over for the Timberwolves. I meant to turn off injury. I meant to turn off injuries. I'm going to go ahead and turn off injuries and make it so Ant can play, guys, because I did say in the beginning of the video to turn off injuries, and I don't know why it never saved or something. I don't know. So we're making it fair for this Timberwolves team so that they can actually, have a shot at taking out this Lakers team. I don't know why he would just randomly break his leg. All right, I'm messing up a lot in this sim, guys. The Minnesota Timberwolves, I'm not going to lie, I'm very sick today. And it doesn't matter. I'm pretty sure this is a blowout right here. Yeah, it was a 16-point blowout. And then we also missed, I guess, this game right here, which was also a blowout. And then this game right here, which was literally a 40-point blowout. So everything we missed was quite literally a blowout. Let's watch this Pistons team. No real changes other than an 89 overall DeAndre Jordan. I did not know DeAndre Jordan was on the Hawks. We'll let it slide, though. Is he on the Hawks? I actually didn't know that. All right, 1:12 seconds left, 4-point game. We'll hop in and see this. Cade, post fadeaway is good, making it a 2-point game. Here's Trae Young now. Trae Young bringing up the ball for the Hawks. Like I said, their only real change, I guess, is a prime DeAndre Jordan, which I'm not even sure if he's even on this team. They might have traded for him in the offseason or something. Under a minute remaining. Tough bucket is missed. Okongwu with a rebound back out to Trae. Pull-up mid-range is missed. He falls to the ground. And here comes Detroit. Cade Cunningham. Nice pass to Bogdanovic. His three-pointer in the corner. And the Pistons now have a 1-point lead. Trae Young with it. 1-point game. 12-second separate shot clock and game clock. Jalen Johnson sets a screen. They go right into him, and he gets an easy slam dunk. 1-point game. 2-second separate shot clock and game clock. Cade Cunningham has it. Couple dribbles. Trying to size up Trae Young. Let's see if he wins it right here. Cade Cunningham, kick out. Wide open Karis LeVert. That's a prime Karis LeVert, by the way. Might I add. And all of a sudden, Detroit now has a 2-point lead. Nobody can miss. All right, here we go. 10 seconds. 9 seconds. Trae Young, big possession. Is he going to ice Trae? The Detroit Pistons, good defense from the Pistons. Dyson Daniels throws up a heave. And it looks like Detroit will be moving on to round 2. 30 and 13 from Trae Young. 36, 9, and 12 from Cade. Big games from both of them. We did get to see a prime Karis LeVert go to work. And didn't even realize Minnesota also won. All right, this is an interesting series right here. Prime VanVleet, prime Kevin Durant, prime Clint Capella versus obviously the Clippers with a ton of players in their prime, except the Rockets are up 3-2, which is surprising because I honestly had the Clippers winning this entire thing. Looks like the Clippers are going to be forcing a Game 7 here, winning by 19 points, 34, 5, and 6 from KD. Okay, Golden State now versus Denver. Denver is putting up a fight against the Warriors, and the fight is not going to be hard enough as Golden State reaches round 2 with ease. I think we have one more game. It's a Game 7, yeah. Everything else, I'm surprised the first round went by that fast. Let's go ahead and watch Game 7 now between these two powerhouses. 5-point game. That's a 3-point game. I think we might end up getting a close one. Yeah, minute and 58 seconds. 5-point game. Let's go ahead and see these two teams. I think the two most sought after teams. I mean, I was obviously excited to see prime LeBron, but these are the two teams that most likely get the best talent-wise when you add everybody in their prime. I don't know where Kawhi is, though. Kawhi should be in the game right now. VanVleet has it. Let's see, where's Kawhi? He probably got injured. That is pain. All right, here's Steven Adams. Durant is open. Pull up 3. Don't worry, we will heal Kawhi after this game if they even have another game. All right, here's James Harden. 8-point game after a big 3 from Kevin Durant. Harden is guarding, or Kevin Durant is guarding Harden? Harden must be playing the shooting guard, or maybe he is playing the small forward. No, he's definitely playing the shooting guard because John Collins playing the small forward. And then they got 2 centers in at the power forward and center. KD is not letting Harden get anything in the paint. And here he comes. VanVleet. Clint Capella on the perimeter. Durant. Surprised he didn't pull another 3. Steven Adams back to KD now. 5 seconds. He can take advantage of this matchup whenever as much as he wants. And the Clippers get the steal. Chance to make it a 2-possession game as they do. All right, here's Kevin Durant now. Harden on him. Under a minute officially. If he scores here, it's most likely over. Great pass to Sengun, who gets an easy layup. And listen, I know what you might be saying. Oh, you healed Anthony Edwards. Who knows? This series could have went differently. Listen, you're probably right. Unless maybe he did. He wasn't even injured. Who knows? Yeah, okay, he was injured. He was injured for 2 to 4 weeks. Okay, well, I can't, you know what I'm saying? I can't go back in time, guys. So here's your second round. Let's go ahead and just go ahead and see what ends up happening here. We got Detroit up 3-0. We'll go ahead and simcast. Indiana is going to force a game 5 here. 143 points drop, 42, 7, and 10. Halliburton doesn't really score like that, but apparently averaged 29 points a game last season. So that is a whole bunch of scoring. Let's see the Knicks now. The Knicks don't really have any changes. The only thing that's going for the Knicks is the fact that they literally have our 2K's favorite team, and 2K loves when they win. But it's going to be Miami, who wins by 22 points. Or by 12 points, and actually forces game 6. Okay, here we go. What's next? We got Houston versus Golden State. We might see a upset here if Houston can take them out. So it looks like it could be close, but no, it's going to be Golden State who pulls ahead towards the end and forces game 7. We got a lot of close series here. All right, this looks like it's going to be a close one. It's a 5-point game. Okay, now it's an 8-point game. That is not hopping worthy. A 6-point game is. An 8-point game isn't, though. An 11-point game definitely isn't a hopping. So this is going to be another game 7 in the second round. We got a lot of those already. Let's see if Dallas can take out this Timberwolves team. I'd be surprised if they do it right away. I would not be surprised if this goes to 7. It's actually a great series right here. I'll be honest with you. I would love to watch one of these games. But it looks like it's going to be Dallas up 7 who takes care of it. I don't know how it just got so close in literally like 45 seconds, but 41-3-5 and 5 is not enough because this Mavericks team is way too deep. And now we got the Pistons. Let's see if they're going to be the only team, the second team to advance in 6. And it looks like they indeed will be moving on to the conference finals. We got 2 game 7s now. First, let's watch this one. Okay, so this looks like it's going to be close. Houston is up 10, and they take care of business, winning in 7 games. Now we got game 7. No hop-ins in the second round yet. Not many hop-ins, to be honest, in this whole video. I'm used to having more hop-ins, and it's going to be Miami who actually comes back from 3-1 and takes down the Knicks. All right, so here is your conference finals. Detroit up 1-0. Detroit up 2-0. Detroit up 3-0. Let's go ahead and see if they finish things off. And it's going to be Detroit who wins. 37-3 from Bam is not enough. 35-8-4 from Cade. He might end up winning his first championship. Oh, yeah, actually, the Pistons do have another player in their prime as well. Now that I think about it, they also have Tobias Harris. Yeah, of course. I almost forgot. Okay, let's go ahead and see what happens here. So it's 2-2 in the series. We'll go ahead and simcast this since we haven't had a lot of simcasts. But it looks like me simcasting that isn't going to really do much because the Mavericks are up by a lot as they win by 29 points. All right, game 6. Let's see if the Dallas Mavericks are headed to the NBA Finals in game 6. And the Mavericks are up by a lot. And, I mean, it got close towards the end, but it's going to be the Mavericks who take care of business. And this is your NBA Final right here. The Dallas Mavericks versus the Detroit Pistons. You would have never guessed this if I told you it. I know you wouldn't. You would have said Clippers. Mavericks are really either 2K loves them, and 2, they do have so many players in their prime. And I think this is going to be a much shorter video than usual because the Mavericks are going to take care of business with ease here. There it is. This is the NBA. If it was in its prime, if everybody was in their prime, and according to 2K, they feel like the Dallas Mavericks are the best when it comes to that. And I don't disagree as long as there are no injuries. All right. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to smash the like, subscribe if you're new. My name is Ethan. You guys are the best viewers on earth. And I'm out. Peace.